following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race.
Room to wonder, open road, mile marker, cruise control, strobing headlights, passing cars, constellations, shooting stars, pedal to the metal and I'm feeling alright. Fire on the highway, music on the airwaves, head out the window, gonna feel the cool night. I'ma keep driving for the rest of my life.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and the wait is finally over. Season 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series has finally arrived, and we begin Mello Yello Speed Weeks 2018 with the Mello Yello SmoothFest here on Friday night. 19 of the returning drivers from Season 6 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series that will be racing this season in Season number 7, driving here, 20 laps of action, just a win on the line. No points, but a lot of glory as well, because if you win this race, you're going to be the first ever winner in this new era of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And in case you guys haven't noticed, we got ourselves some custom cars here. Custom teams, custom cars for the first time ever in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We're also using the new 2017 mod. Of course, I know a 2018 mod came out just a few weeks ago. But you know what? This is still a fantastic mod. And when these guys crash, especially, the physics on the race cars look fantastic. So I am definitely pumped for Season 7. We also have a new chase format. We'll talk more about that in qualifying and over the rest of Speed Weeks. But we're here to get the party started for the Mello Yello SmoothFest. Now, here's something I'm going to say about this race. There's like a curse to it or something. It has never happened where a winner of a Mello Yello SmoothFest has returned the next season. And once again, none of the 19 drivers in this field have ever won this race before. None of them. Now, there are some guys who have raced in every Mello Yello SmoothFest. Guys like Trey Bartow, Stuart Gretton, Matt Delio, Jesse Turner. And there are other guys, they're in their first ever Chick-fil-A Cup Series Mello Yello SmoothFest here tonight, looking to get a win in this special event. 19 drivers, not all of the teams are represented here tonight. Most of them are, I do believe. But we will introduce you to the veterans of the series. All 19 of these drivers raced in Season number 6 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, looking to return and get some more wins and maybe even a championship in Season number 7. But it all starts tonight with the 9-points event of the Mello Yello SmoothFest, perhaps the greatest special event that I do on this channel. And I cannot wait to hear the roar of these engines around this racetrack. So let's head trackside and get the party started. Season 7 is just around the corner. Let's fire those engines up for the Mello Yello SmoothFest in 2018.
Race fans, are you ready? Drivers, start your engines!
And a fantastic command there to fire these guys up. We're ready to get started. Season 7 about to get underway. And we're ready to showcase these guys. Returning from Season number 6. Richard Kinghart grabbed the pole. in the number 47, won the random draw to start on the pole for tonight's event, driving the 47 for Tanker Motorsports. Alongside him, Season 6 Chick-fil-A All-Star Race winner Cody Sill, driving for his own team in Cody Motorsports. Row 2, we got the legend John Art in the 05. That's the car that makes him legendary. He's starting alongside Tristan Allen, who's legendary in another right. Longest active driver in this series without a Chick-fil-A Cup Series win. He'd love to get a victory here in that number 2 for Beast Racing. The 05 of John Art drives for Trailblazer Motorsports. Row number 3, you have the only Derek Hamill Racing Enterprises car in the field, I do believe, the 22 of Isaac Nichols. He's starting alongside the 92. That car driven by Ace Garcia. He's driving for Friesen Motorsports. Number 9, Zachary Fitzwater, a 7-season veteran in this series. He's also driving for Beast Racing along with Tristan Allen. Alongside him, another 7-season veteran, the legend himself, Garrett Sidnor, the all-time winningest driver on Napa Fan. Daniel McMillan, defending Rookie of the Year, driving for NRLOA Motorsports in the number 75. And defending Daytona 500 champion, Cameron Garlington, driving for Titan Fury Motorsports in the number 13. He is the only representative for that team. Number 16 is Jay Jefferson, the only representative for Durick Motor Racing. And Trey Bartow, the only driver who has driven the same number in every season of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Blaine Keys, the 68 of Alexander Rowe, defending Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion Elijah Gordon, the first ever winner on Napa Fan Jesse Turner, the 40 of Hairgill Arvin Alonso, Stuart Gretton in the 25, and Mr. Matt Delio rounding out the 19-car field. You've waited long enough, let's get this party started. The Season 7 Mello Yello SmoothFest is green from Daytona! Lap 1, led by Richard Kinghart in the number 47. I do believe Richard Kinghart went winless in season number 6, so I believe he's going for his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series win. Of course, this would not be an official Chick-fil-A Cup Series win, but it would still be a Chick-fil-A Cup Series win in a sense, of course, because this is a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race, just not for points. Number 47 getting the outside lane to work. Cody Sill behind him. You got John Art, Zachary Fitzwater, 3 wide for the second position. For Beast Racing, the number 9 Project Cars 2 Dodge. And Dodge is a new manufacturer to the series, and they are loaded. Let me tell you that. A lot of experienced drivers driving Dodges this season. Beast Racing, NRLOA Motorsports, both of those teams, all veterans, all driving Dodge. So, going to be very interesting to see what Dodge does this season, and I think they're going to have a very successful season as well. Blaine Keys also driving a Dodge for Wade Enterprises in the number 64. That's the only Wade Enterprises machine in this race. They got 2 completely new drivers driving as rookies this season in the 04 and the 06, but they also got the seasoned veteran of Blaine Keys driving that 64. And he's on the inside lane helping Jay Jefferson in the number 16 take the lead on lap 3 of 20 in the Season 7 Mello Yello SmoothFest. And here he is. Y'all remember what happened back in August of last year at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Elijah Gordon won his first career Napa Fan Championship in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season number 6. The defending champion of this series. He's driving the NOS Energy number 5 tonight. He'll be driving the Stanley Tools Chevy in the Daytona 500. He's on this inside lane right now, looking to pick up right where he left off, winning that championship from Trey Bartow. And we'll talk about Bartow here. We all know that frustration he must have felt after losing that race on that Saturday morning at Homestead. But he's back with a vengeance. That number 4 is a Chevy team, single car team. Their focus is winning the championship and probably even winning this race. Because if you remember Season 2, Trey Bartow was just edged out at the line by Eric Powers, and he lost the race. He came oh so close to winning in Season 2, didn't do it, and has been trying to win this race ever since. But Trey Bartow, he's been driving the number 4 since the beginning of this series, and he's going to be taking that 4 for another spin here in 2018. Definitely looking forward to seeing him on the racetrack, and he's going to definitely have a successful season. I can just sense it. How about Airgel Arvin Alonso, number 40? Now, he, along with Tristan Allen, they're two of the, I guess you can say, unluckiest drivers in this series. Alonso only has 1 career win in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series in the over 5 years, or over 5 seasons, I should say, of experience in this series. And Tristan Allen, like I said, has never won before in this series. But they've both been driving for a very long time. Both of them trying to get wins here tonight and trying to get some wins throughout the season. It's going to be a 30-race season here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series season number 7. And a little bit more of an opportunity for a lot of these guys to possibly get wins. We got some action in a round. Stuart Gratton, Elijah Gordon in the catch fence, Trey Bartow as well. And the 64 of Blaine Keys with John Art Zachary Fitzwater involved. Elijah Gordon hitting Fitzwater some more. And the first accident of 2018 has occurred. You see Stuart Gratton with heavy damage. Elijah Gordon, defending Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, totaled in the 5. Zachary Fitzwater, that is Jay Jefferson in the 16 with heavy damage. The race back to the line. How about a little homage to the beginning of time on this channel? Jesse Turner wins the race back to the line on lap 7 of 20. Driving the 77 Chick-fil-A Dodge for NRLOA Motorsports. And he will lead the field to the restart when we get to it in a moment. A lot of guys involved, but I will say this. All 3 of the NRLOA Motorsports machines avoided this accident. And to be honest, there aren't too many who avoided it altogether. A lot of guys involved. You see damage on John Arndt's machine, the 05. Ace Garcia might have gotten a piece of it in the number 92 as well. You see Richard Kinghart, he started on the pole. He might have gotten some damage as well. Stuart Gratton, tough break for him. North State Racing, Davey Johnson, the owner of this team. 2nd season he's been an owner in this series. And North State Racing not off to the best of starts. And you see the only Durick Motor Racing machine in this field. That is Jay Jefferson and Trey Bartow. We were just talking about Bartow and him wanting to get some redemption in this race. Well, not going to happen for another year in the Mello Yello SmoothFest. He is out here at Daytona. Well, we had our first accident of 2016, 2018. I'm going in the wrong direction. Just give me a break here, guys. We had our first crash of 2018 here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Mello Yello SmoothFest. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution here tonight at Daytona. Well, they were crossing the tri-oval here, lap 6 of 20. They were crossing, I believe, for lap 7 of 20, and they actually got lap 7 of 20. But Stuart Gratton, he moves up into defending champion Elijah Gordon, gets into Jay Jefferson in a squeeze play. You're going to see this number 5 get shot up into the catch fence. Wild ride for the number 5 of Elijah Gordon. You see Zachary Fitzwater, Blaine Keys, Trey Bartow, and John Arndt ahead of those guys get involved. Isaac Nichols in the 22, I believe he avoided this accident, along with Garrett Senor all the way down there in the 38. Look at this slide job by the most winningest driver on Napa Fan. He saved it in that machine. As for the rest of these guys, I believe 7 of these guys heavily involved. Bartow, Keys, Fitzwater, Arndt, Gordon, Gratton, and Jefferson. I think Richard Kinghart and Cody Sill, along with Ace Garcia and Tristan Allen, avoided major contact, so those guys should be able to continue. But as for the rest of the guys, and especially the defending champion, their night is unfortunately going to end early. Going to replay this accident in real time, following with the 5 of Elijah Gordon. Gratton moving up, opening a lane for Trey Bartow, but Bartow does not avoid this one. You see him get clipped there by Blaine Keys and get heavy contact to the outside wall. You see all the smoke there, all these guys involved, and Elijah Gordon ended up arc braking right into the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. That's unfortunately going to end his day. Blaine Keys, tough break for him in the 64. Tough break for Wade Enterprises, their only entry in this race. Tanker Motorsports and Richard Kingart should be good to go, along with the 92 of Ace Garcia. So, at the line, it was the Season 1 Daytona 500 champion of Jesse Turner, who won the race back, beating Sergio Arvin Alonso and the defending Daytona 500 champion of Cameron Garlington. Let's go ahead and see what the legend Jesse Turner can do on the restart here in the Mello Yello SmoothFest. We are back here at the Daytona International Speedway for the Season 7 Chick-fil-A Cup Series Mello Yello SmoothFest, and I have a feeling that we're finally going to get somebody who wins this race that has been a very experienced driver. Look at the top 4. Jesse Turner, Sergio Arvin Alonso, Cameron Garlington, and Matt Delio. Least experienced guy in that top 4, Alonso. He started his career in Season 2. So, good chance we get a very experienced driver who wins this race. But, hey, you never know. Got a lot of guys out there who are very aggressive, looking to get the win. 77 of Jesse Turner leading the field, followed by the 40 of Sergio Arvin Alonso, Cameron Garlington, Matt Dalio, Alexander Rowe, Rookie of the Year from Season 6, Daniel McMillan, Isaac Nichols, Garrett Sonor, Tristan Allen, and Cody Sill. The top 10 back to racing, lap 12 of 20 here in the Mello Yello SmoothFest. Not many drivers staying on the racetrack after that accident. Only 13 left on the racetrack. And one of those guys is John Arnn, who has heavy damage from the accident. Stuart Gratton, Blaine Keys, Trey Bartow, Zachary Fitzwater, Elijah Gordon, and the 16 of Jay Jefferson, all out of the race so far. And that leaves only 12 drivers with a chance at getting this victory, because John Arnn is definitely not going to have a chance. And you know what? That 05 might very well get in the way of these leaders, and that is definitely going to play into who gets the victory. Number 40, Sergio Arvin Alonso leads lap 12 here in the Mello Yello SmoothFest. Daniel McMillan with the 2 of Tristan Allen on the inside lane back in there. Garrett Sonor in the 38. He drives for American Motorsports. Trey Wright, the owner of this team. He is the only representative for that team, but this team does have a veteran in the name of Aaron Walpole, an Indianapolis 250 champion, and I believe a Final Four contender in Season 3 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. So it is definitely going to be fun watching Aaron Walpole return. Also, we have Nicholas Samadio returning to the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He's going to be driving for the Zidell Motorsports team. He's the Season 2 Daytona 500 champion, so that means we will have at least 3 Daytona 500 champions in the field for next week's race. And I think it is going to be 3 drivers who have won Daytona 500s in the past in next week's Daytona 500. Looks like Isaac Nichols has fallen off the pace in the 22. That is the Hamill Racing Enterprises 22, and I believe he's not going to have a chance at this one. And that 05 is junk. But somehow he's still running out there, and John Arnn, not exactly the race he was expecting here tonight. But he's trying. Got to give him some credit for trying. But I don't think these guys are going to appreciate it too much once they get to him on the racetrack. Daniel McMillan to the inside of Sergio Arvin Alonso and Jesse Turner for the lead. He has the number 2 of Tristan Allen, Ace Garcia in the 92, and his teammate Alexander Rowe in the 68. They're both 2 seasoned veterans. They were both rookies last year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Now both veterans and teammates on the Friesen Motorsports team. I have a feeling these 2 guys are going to be very strong this season. They were both very strong last season. Now Ace Garcia never got a win, but he was strong in the points, and Alexander Rowe got 3 wins last year, driving the number 27. Alexander Rowe in this inside lane with Ace Garcia. Those Friesen Motorsports machines helping that inside lane. They got Tristan Allen there on the inside, and Daniel McMillan leading the field in the Hers Dodge for NRLOA Motorsports, the Season 6 Rookie of the Year. 5 laps to go in the Season 7 Mello Yello SmoothFest. Who's going to get this win in this first exhibition event? Tristan Allen looking to dive to the inside of the 75. You also got Cody Sill here, and I think of all the guys returning, this guy's the quietest. Really don't see Cody Sill that often here, but he won the All-Star race last year, and that garnered him a return to season number 7 automatically, driving for his own team and owner-driver because he is the All-Star race winner. 37 for Cody Motorsports, Cody Sill, trying to get this win in the Mello Yello SmoothFest, get his second ever special event Chick-fil-A Cup Series win. Garrett Tenor falling to the back of the pack. Maybe he's trying to get on the inside lane, but I will say, when we get these smaller packs about this size, the outside lane can tend to work pretty well off the corner, and that's happening right now with Daniel McMillan. McMillan able to keep that 75 out front with 3 laps to go here in the Mello Yello SmoothFest. The number 2, Tristan Allen, looking to get to the inside of McMillan and surpass him for the lead. He's got Ace Garcia behind him, Alexander Rowe in the 68. And they've essentially stayed in those positions this whole green flag run. If we have a caution at this point, that's going to end the race. We would not get back to racing in only 3 laps. So the caution comes out now. That's it. Tristan Allen trying to side draft the 75 of Daniel McMillan and get the lead, but that 75 keeps on edging him. And I will say this, Daniel McMillan would have been the champion last year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series if the chase format did not exist. If we had a strict championship format in Season 6, this guy would be your defending champion. Elijah Gordon ended up winning the chase, but the overall points championship would have gone to Daniel McMillan if that's how we decided it. And speaking of deciding, I believe John Arndt might have a say in who wins this race. This roaring pack coming towards the 05, coming to the white flag. Who's going to get held up? They split them and go 4 wide. How about that? The 75 clears for the lead. Jesse Turner behind him, and Ace Garcia white flag for the Season 6 Rookie of the Year, Daniel McMillan. John Arndt screwing up the number 2 of Tristan Allen. But Allen still has a chance, Ace Garcia still has a chance, and maybe even Jesse Turner might have a shot at the 75, but he's stuck on the outside now. And Ace Garcia in the 92 trying to draft this 75, trying to get around him. One last chance for the Friesen Motorsports Toyota. Coming to the checkered flag, Daniel McMillan, Ace Garcia, their careers both started last year. Who is going to get the win at the line? It's going to be, oh my goodness! I think Garcia got him, and he did! Ace Garcia, the winner of the Season 7 Mello Yello SmoothFest. And that looked so much like the first one. How about that close finish at the line? And how about that to open up Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series? The 92 of Ace Garcia getting it done here at Daytona in this exhibition event. Oh my. He did it very well. He drafted the 75 perfectly, got to the inside of him, and edged him at the line. And there is no better way to start off a season than with a finish like that. Ace Garcia, your winner. The Mello Yello SmoothFest in season number 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Driving for Friesen Motorsports in the number 92. Great run for the second season veteran. And it was only by 5 1/1000ths of a second. Not quite as close as the Season 2 finish of this race. But definitely a heck of a show at the end of that one. And how about that? Ace Garcia getting the win. Tristan Allen finishing 3rd with Daniel McMillan finishing 2nd. Both Garcia and McMillan were rookies last year. Alexander Rowe was a rookie last year. Cody Sill was a rookie last year. And they all finished in the top 7 for this race. Matter of fact, 5 of the top 10 were rookies in season number 6. Richard Kinghart as well finishing in the top 10 in the number 47. But it's Garcia, McMillan, Allen, Rowe, Dalio rounding out the top 5. Jesse Turner, Cody Sill, Jarlarv Alonso, Cameron Garlington, and Richard Kinghart the top 10. Garrett Tenor, Isaac Nichols, and John Arndt the only guys left on the racetrack at the finish. Stuart Gretton, Blaine Keys, Trey Bartow, Zachary Fitzwater, Elijah Gordon, and Jay Jefferson, the full finishing results here at the Mello Yello SmoothFest for season number 7. How about that race, guys? Ace Garcia, his second career Napa fan win, coming in the SmoothFest. Great place to get your first ever, or second ever win, I should say. He's already won before. Won the NOFSRL versus NRLOA battle back in November. And now another win for the second season veteran of Ace Garcia here tonight in the Mello Yello SmoothFest. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys just for your patience. Thank you guys for sending me your cars and everything like that. It's greatly appreciated, and you guys make this series possible, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys have given me. Appreciate you guys being pretty calm during signups. Those worked out pretty well in my opinion, and I'm very happy that they did work out. And yeah, we're going to have a great season. Now, it's going to last a long time. The season's going to be ending in September, but still, we're going to have a race nearly every week between now and then here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and it's going to be fun to see who wins this championship. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. On Wednesday, it is Daytona 500 qualifying. On Thursday, it's the Mello Yello Duel. On Friday, the Turkey Hill Series races its first race in over a year with the Florida's Natural 300. And then next Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, it's the grand spectacle of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, the Daytona 500. There are going to be 3 defending champions in that race. Will one of them win it, or will it be somebody else? Find out next week here on Napa Fan. Congratulations to Ace Garcia. Here are, well, there actually aren't any points because this is a non-points event, so doesn't quite work out there. But here's the ending credit scene for the Mello Yello SmoothFest. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.